everyone, I'm Manna. This is Momo, Maru, Arya, and Loki are behind me over here on the floor. Not that you can, you can kind of see them. And we're back with more of the letter. When we last left off, we were in Luke's chapter, and Hannah and Broken just got back from the hospital to find Luke in a panicked state, and Shrokin sent Hannah and a maid to the master bedroom so that way Hannah would be safe. And then when Luke and Shrokin got there, Hannah was nowhere to be found, and neither was the maid. So that's fun. So let's jump back in and continue. Let's see what happens next. Momo is very interested. She is watching the mouse very intently. First things first, let's read our journal. Suspense. Let's see. Alone, Luke heard voices coming from the nearby ballroom. When he decided to investigate, he was assaulted by memories not of his own. And at the center of it all is the same woman who appeared before him the day before. Bumping into Luke after his flight from the ballroom, Johans... Alright, his name is... I called him Shrokin. I don't know. Shrokin his last name? I don't know. Johans quickly ushered the paranoid man to his room, while the house's security looked for the trespasser, only to be greeted by a room devoid of Hannah, who was supposed to have arrived with the butler. Yeah. Yep. That's fun. So, let us continue. Yet in spite of the unfamiliar voices and unwanted touches from shadows lurking in the dark, browsing is a slow, arduous process. Difficult. Every limb heavy with lead. No matter my aversion to the words they murmur in my ears or the sight of their horrid smiles from afar, my body refuses to yield. I am at their mercy. Beyond fathomable reason, my consciousness refuses to pull of the waking world, choosing to linger in the pits of a dream, gradually drawing me deeper into unknown depths. Somehow, even if it might mean I never open my eyes, I allow them.
You do not belong there, my prince.
Not that I mind getting a few extra hours, of course. The bed's more than comfortable as it is, after an exhausting day yesterday. Babysitting Kylie and the stress of finding an intruder in my own home. I think I deserve a little break every once in a while, especially after going through all of that in a single day. I can only be on the receiving end of so many unacceptable things within the span of a few hours, you know. As gracious a host and person I am, my patience has its limits too. Although there's still that problem with Hannah. I haven't forgotten about that, of course, but that's why I hired Shrokin. He's competent enough. He won't even last a day in my service if he's any lesser than those half-wits who think they can deceive me with sweet words. He's more than capable of working on his own without guidance. Let the butler take care of that little problem with Hannah while Hannah.
You do not need her. I am here. We are here. This is where your home is. Where you belong. For the blood we share.
That's not concerning.
Come back to us.
How long has it been since? Johans has never taken this long before.
Surely there should have been an update by now, right?
So why isn't there?
No. Please don't go.
Bloody hell, the cretins I've surrounded myself with.
And isn't that enough reason to force myself out of bed? As it has always been the case. Yeah, she ain't happy. It just keeps repeating. Got it. My eyes fly open, expecting the warm rays of sunshine filtering through the curtains, only to be greeted by a blinding flash of light and a loud boom of thunder that sounded nearly too close to my ears. Strong gusts of wind will occasionally burst in from the open balcony door, bringing in drizzles of cold rain into the room. I must have left it open earlier before dozing off. The carpet and the floor closest to it's already drenched. Anna's going to be cross once she sees this. Not that it's an immediate problem. If anything, it's this power outage we should be minding first. With the intruder still at large, steering through this darkness might be far more fatal than multiple stab wounds or a gunshot to the chest.
Oh, great. The power's still out. That is exactly what I need right now. Yes.
Yes. I can feel that energy. This storm, of course. I should have moved back to the penthouse to weather it in a much more comfortable setting. Momo, you're on the keyboard. Already I can hear the creak and groans of this old place as rain beats against the windows.
Johans, has someone been sent to check the circuit breaker yet?
No answer.
Johans?
Silence.
Shroken! Someone! Anyone?
Still nothing, and my cordial mood is quickly dissipating. That was cordial.
Where are those idiots when you need them?
It's really a wonder why he hasn't fixed this yet. Was I really out that long? Can't be. It has only been a few hours after midnight, if the time on my wristwatch is anything to go by. Unless I've forgotten to change it again after the last overseas trip a month ago. Though the delay is understandable if he went looking for Hana as he promised. But bloody hell, my safety's also at stake here. Cursing, I stay still, letting my eyes try and adjust to the darkness while my hands fumble for my slippers. If that butler isn't going to fix this, I may as well order the security posted outside to do it. Probably just a blown fuse. Anyone with a brain can repair one. Grabbing my jacket, and with footwear finally on, I make for the door. Although in haste, I pause briefly when a gleam catches my eye. One of my drawers underneath the clutter I've yet to organize. The muzzle of a gun peeks out. Anna has never openly commented on my possession of it, but I know she does not approve of it, knowing the bloody firearms policy in this nation. Of course, not found much use for it in the 7 years we've been together. Otherwise, she would have already had it thrown out years ago. Doesn't mean it won't be useful right now. Without a second thought, I seize it, sending the stuff piled above it onto the floor. Huh? Whatever. I'll get to it later. This blackout problem should be resolved first. Right next to my missing security detail, turns out.
Where the fuck did everyone go?
There were two, weren't there? Stroken had two blokes posted to stand guard for the night. Might be panicking for a bit earlier, but I'm quite sure I haven't gotten delusional yet. What, did both of them decide to take a break? Because they think the master's already sound asleep and won't be looking for them?
Damn nitwits.
I know assassinations happen very rarely these days, but even less in a peaceful city like Luxburn, but bullocks. There's been a woman going in and out of this place uninvited who may or may not want to put a knife in my back. Isn't that enough reason to stay on alert? Fairly certain Shroken won't just enlist their help, just for this power outage, only to leave me unprotected. We have a difficult friendship, so to speak, but I doubt that man is an opportunist. I'm holding the lives of his family in my hands, after all. He knows what I'm capable of doing, not stupid enough to do anything that'll endanger them and save only himself. So where then? Only my footsteps echo along the dark passage, and I'm left gripping the handle of my pistol for some sort of comfort. Without proper lighting, And with this storm still raging outside, the stories I've heard about this place seem to have some truth to it. Yeah. Yeah, not the ghostly figures you saw in the ballroom or anything. Storm is what makes you. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep, that sense makes. Got it. Continuing. Some. Uh-huh. If I'm reaching and wish to entertain myself for a bit, I'll say there might also be ghosts whispering in my ears, calling. Because there are. I digress. Of course, it's just the wind and the trees rustling outside. Yep, that's exactly what that is. Nothing good will come of allowing these thoughts to linger when problems are piling up in front of me one after another. Especially with what greets me once I get to the foyer. Hello, everybody. Though it's dark, the large windows illuminate the area much more easily than any of the other rooms. And from where I stand at the top of the stairs, I can easily make out their forms, recognizing them even. It's all gone crazy when these intruders come into my house. I'm no stranger to a cop playing dirty. Smart ones knew that neither life nor criminals are going to play fair. And if one of this WOG's sort is in on this, I'm not surprised too. But Lily, the estate agent? She doesn't seem the sort. Not to mention Mint. Anna trusted her. I trusted her. To be professional, at the very least, for fuck's sake.
Well, what have we here? If I were any less sober, I'd say this is the beginning of a joke.
Bloody trespassers. What is wrong with these people? Do they really think I'll be fine with them walking into my home like this? What are they even doing here? If I didn't know any better, they might also be behind Hannah's disappearance.
That's right, my love.
They must have a motive.
Make them pay.
And it better be a good one.
For all the wrong they've done to us.
For a bullet to the head is the least all of them will deserve.
Let's see. A photographer, a real estate agent, an interior designer walk into a mansion.
Thunder crackles once again, cutting me off. This time, its sound hits close enough that it nearly feels as if the windows and the ground itself are rumbling. Had that happen last night, actually. We had the tornado sirens. The tornado sirens went off. It's March 16th for me. So, but yeah, we had tornado sirens go off, and at one point there was a very loud crack of thunder that went on for, I'm not even kidding, 20 solid seconds, and just shook the whole place the whole way through. It was wild. Cats did not want to settle down after that, so getting them back to bed was a fucking pain in the ass. All is deathly still for a moment. I don't let it stop me, however, as I slowly make my way towards them, taking one careful step at a time, relishing the expression of fear in their eyes. I suppose there's something ominous in this setting, with the heavy rain outside and the lack of light here. Kinda like it, to be honest. Yeah. Add something to the atmosphere. I suppose I must look like the villain now. Yeah. But short of me getting close to them, a noise to my left distracts me, briefly halting my movements while curiosity takes over. Every murmurs in my head. Yeah, sure, that is what that says, but no sense make. Continuing on, and it's a good thing perhaps that I did, because as soon as I look up, I see him. Another trespasser. Great. Just as he's about to jump down from furniture that has somehow ended up piled and blocking the door to the parlor. What happened there? And did he really think it's all right to do that in other people's homes? Lout.
Teach him, my lord.
Yeah, he didn't do that. The house did.
Put him in his place.
my hands already moving before any rationale can stop me, fingers firm at my gun when I finally release the safety from it and take aim. Not at him, but at his friends. They are his, aren't they? Why else would they be here together? Doesn't matter. He won't let the people he cares about be harmed. My finger on the trigger's more than itching to shoot, but I hold back. Sure, I could have simply taken aim at him. But more than seeing him bleed, I want to see the expression on his face once he realizes everything he's doing is futile. He's trapped. Lives are in my hand. His life's in my hand.
Had I known there would be a party in my own home tonight, I would have opened a bloody bottle or two. People these days, in my own home, can you believe it? I feel so left out.
I can tell the exact moment the realization dawns on him. Short second of his body freezing and blood draining from his face as soon as his feet hit the floor and he looks up. He's already a prey trapped by his own recklessness.
How pathetic.
And really, Lily, even you.
Sir, this isn't what you're thinking. Something's going on in this mansion.
Well, obviously, why else would people be trespassing in my home? What's your excuse? Checking back if your clients are doing okay? Is that it? Is this what this is? Oh, we're doing good, by the way.
Sir, please.
Oh, please what?
We need to get out of this place. You need to leave.
Tut, not a good enough excuse, darling. You people are the ones who need to get out of my sight. Don't worry, I might consider pressing lighter charges for the woman. Can't say the same for the rest of you. But really now, I swear the people of this city need to be taught the meaning of privacy. This is how you want to start the week. Why don't we just go with a bloody massacre if we want to surprise people in their homes, huh?
It's just a passing remark, of course. I'm not stupid enough to do something that'll bring negative attention to myself. Reputation and all that. Can't just risk it. The thought of having dead bodies here, ones that I'm not even responsible for, they're the ones who trespassed. It's already quite too much. It'll literally be overkill, especially for someone like me. Nevertheless, joke or not, Feathers wastes no time drawing his own gun at the slight wave of my own. Even if he knows it's already too late. Still, he glares at me. Still, he fights back.
Now, Feathers. Manners. You're in no position to be pointing that gun at people.
There's no desperation in him like I'm hoping. Just an annoyance flickering shortly before being hidden underneath a challenge. The likes of him are the kind of people I hate the most. Even with their failures already glaring down at them, mocking every worthless move they make, they have the impudence to stare people in the eye.
Why don't you put yours down first, and then we'll talk about manners.
Oh, he talks back. The gall! You know, your kind pisses me off so much.
Annoying most of the time, like a damp pest you can't be rid of. But to some degree it is. Commendable. I'll give him that. After all, we're almost the same in that regard. Almost. I'm still the better person, of course. He tells me to put the gun down, but I see no reason why I should. I'm a home owner. In defense of my own home. I have the right to, I'd like to think. Questionable permit of firearms aside. Not like I wanted this. But I'm already high-strung and their presence does not help. Bloody peasants. I can never seem to figure out how their minds fully work. Take this one, for example. Despite the pride brimming in him, how he matches my glare with one of his own, he simply lowers his pistol after a long second, not in surrender. The tense set in his shoulders tells me as much. but the closest he can get to lowering his own ego in favor of something I can't quite place. Interesting. Gotta admit, I'm almost disappointed.
As you should be, my lord.
I've expected him to hold until one of us shoots the other. Can't say it'll be more exciting that way. A bullet inside any part of my body isn't something I'd like to have on a bad day like today. Or any day, for that matter. But it'll surely be predictable of him. And I like predictable. They're the kinds of people who are the easiest to deal with, no matter the situation. With them, there's no second guessing what they'll do. He shoots, I shoot, one of us dies, the other walks away. Nothing complicated. Nothing requiring much brain power, just muscle memory and who's the better shooter. End of story. Yet here he is, dragging a deep breath in and setting aside the only thing protecting him. I can easily shoot him this way, be done with this whole farce of a conversation. Instead, I find myself listening. A concession for a person who, in another life, would have also become the person I am today, had his circumstances allowed it. Damn shame. We might have gotten along.
Listen, right. I need you to.
But alas,
You broke into my house, and somehow, you expect me to listen like a good little boy.
yes,
Are you a bit touched in the head, Feathers? I'm not the one breaking laws here.
Look here, fucker. If I wanted you dead, I could have done it so many times already. In fact, I can easily shoot you down right here, right now. And you won't be able to do a damn thing, even with that gun.
a meeting of two prideful blokes will never go well, whichever lifetime it is. And I can only laugh at his audacity, lack of shame and fear even facing the business end of my pistol. Why does my brain not want to say pistol? Why do I struggle with that word? It's not that hard.
You know what I'm thinking right now? In another lifetime, we would have probably gotten along well.
The best truth I can offer him. Not many people, those who have slighted me in particular, live this long to see it.
And he should be grateful. You're already gracious enough, allowing him to stand in your presence like this.
Yes, especially when he has a lot to answer. Preferably right now, because as generous as I have been so far, my patience has its limits. My amusement can only last for so long. In 2 steps, I'm standing in front of him, grabbing him by the collar and resting the cold muzzle of the eagle against his temple.
Ashton!
Hey, now you two, I'm sure we can all talk about this first.
He'll end up a pretty smear on the wall this close.
Teach this loud a lesson.
What is it that you people really want with me? This is the second time this week, and I'm really getting weary of this little game.
Whoops, sorry, I clicked on accident.
Did the NCA send you to apprehend me? Or has somebody paid you off to kill me? Which one is it, Feathers?
Surprisingly enough, we're here to save your life.
Mind you, my arm's getting tired. Better answer quick if you don't want to beat the business end of this gun.
And he knows it. Of course he does. Hitman or not, he has been trained, judging purely from his stance. But not many bothered to be as cautious as him. One glimpse at my handgun's safety earlier is all it took for him to see I mean business. Similar. Too similar. We're too alike in so many little ways it's funny. Down to the fact that he doesn't even flinch, no matter how heavy the threats in my words are. Even knowing how one flick of my finger on the trigger will be enough to end his sorry life. He should have caved by now, started begging like so many others before him. Instead, he throws more vitriol, adds more kindling to a fire already burning.
I'm not with NCA. I'm just here to help. There's something else in this house, and we're all in danger. You have to believe me, right? You need to let us go. You need to get out of here before it's too late. If you want to keep your sorry ass alive, You'll listen to people with more brain cells than you.
Igniting it further that I can't help but return it to him with equal fervor. No, you're not going to read it? I have to read it for you this time? We don't need him, my love.
Why, you insolent!
We both decide to move in that moment, both our bodies tensing, each of us racing to get ahead of the other. However, before he can even get a head start, a voice unexpectedly rings above the chaos about to ensue.
Hannah?
Oh, Luke, darling, my love. What do you think you're doing out here this late?
The woman that stands there is the one that I married, the love of my life. So why is it that the look she gives me now makes me feel so revolted? Makes it so that there is just a general sense of wrongness in the way she smiles at me.
Hannah! Oh, thank goodness, it's just you. Oh, you gave me quite the fright. We've been looking all over for you.
Saying this makes my tongue feel heavy. I'm so used to lying, putting on a face, but this just feels so wrong. It's such a small lie, yet a big one at that. To be afraid at the sight of my own wife for no apparent reason is so illogical. Yet her mere presence has been disturbing. From her sudden devoted and near-dependent nature, her obsession and possessiveness to her strange way of speaking, something has been wrong with Hannah as of late. Thanks for finally fucking catching up, Luke. I didn't want to admit it, but it was almost as if she turned into another person overnight. And looking up at her now only seems to solidify this. It's almost as if I can't recognize my own wife.
Fetch me. Whatever for, my prince.
Look, that doesn't matter right now. You need to get out of this house right now, alright? Stay in the penthouse for a while.
Leave our home? What if I wish to stay?
It's not safe here, darling. Now is not the time to explain. Just listen to me. Okay, Buttercup?
I held out my hand to her in the hopes that she won't ask any more questions. I shove away the ill thoughts I have about her, about how this is not the wife I've married. People change, and now is not the time to have some sort of existential crisis about it. Our safety is priority right now, and I'll feel better about all of this as long as I can have her by my side. She barely budges from her place atop the stairs, let alone take my hand. And the way she looks at me just sends chills down my spine.
Why should I? Is something the matter? What about you? Are you not coming with?
What was I supposed to say? Where to even start? Maybe just confess there's some crazy lady roaming around, and I'd really like it if we just stayed safe.
You just need to leave for a while so I can let security sweep the place. And someone has to be there, yes? To supervise and all. That'll be my job, Buttercup.
Still, nothing. She doesn't move from where she stands, still with that amused grin on her face. As if this is all some funny joke and she's the only one who can see the punchline.
But I do not wish to leave, and you should not either. You've just arrived, my prince. This is your home. Our home. Would you really allow others to drive us away from it?
Be that as it may, it is dangerous here right now, and I'd rather have you safe than, oh, I don't know, comfortable or whatever argument you wish to bring up. This is ridiculous, Hannah. We shouldn't be discussing this. You need to leave now. Let me handle things here, Buttercup.
It is then that her expression turns absolutely horrific, and everything turns to complete and utter shite. And on that note, I'm going to call it there. I'm going to cliffhang you guys. This is getting interesting. I mean, it's been interesting, but, yeah. We're approaching the end of the story, so we shall see what I fuck up, because I'm bound to fuck up something. So, when we come back, we'll pick up here and see what happens. Until then, I will see you guys later, and remember to do something nice for a stranger today. You just might save a life.